The Miller family were ecstatic about their camping trip. They had packed their backpacks, laced up their hiking boots, and were ready for a day of adventure in the woods. The sun was shining, birds were singing, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves. It felt like a perfect day for a hike. Father, as Mr. Miller, "This is going to be a great day, everyone. Let's make the most of it." Mother, as Mrs. Miller, "Absolutely. The weather couldn't be better." Daughter, as Emily, "I can't wait to see the waterfall." Son, as Jake, "Me too. I hope we see some cool animals." Little did they know, their cheerful afternoon would soon take a turn. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the sky darkened. The wind picked up, and the rustling leaves transformed into an angry roar. The first raindrops fell, heavy and cold, signaling the arrival of an unexpected storm. The Millers quickly decided to turn back, hoping to reach their campsite before the storm hit its full force. But the heavy rain obscured the path, and the trees, swaying violently in the wind, offered no landmarks to guide them. They were lost. Father, as Mr. Miller, "Stay close, everyone. We need to find our way back." Mother, as Mrs. Miller, "The path is completely gone. What do we do?" Daughter, as Emily, "I'm scared. How will we get home?" Son, as Jake, "I don't like this. It's too dark and wet." Fear crept into their hearts as the storm raged around them. The once familiar woods now felt alien and menacing. The trail had vanished, leaving them stranded in the middle of nowhere, with the storm showing no signs of abating. Desperate for shelter, they stumbled upon a small clearing. In the center stood a giant oak tree, its thick branches offering some protection from the relentless rain. Huddling together under the oak tree, they tried to stay warm and dry. Father, as Mr. Miller, "I'll try to build a fire. Maybe it will help us stay warm and signal for help." Mother, as Mrs. Miller, "Be careful, honey, the wood is so wet." Daughter, as Emily, "Do you think someone will find us?" Son, as Jake, "I hope so. This place is really creepy." As darkness descended, so did an eerie silence, broken only by the crackling fire and the pounding rain. It was in this silence that they first heard it, a slow, deliberate clapping sound. It came from somewhere deep within the woods, seemingly in response to the crackling fire they had built. The clapping startled them. It was rhythmic, like a signal, but unlike any sound they had heard before. They looked at each other, their eyes wide with a mixture of fear and curiosity.
"Hello, is anyone out there?"
Only silence met his question. Then, the clapping came again, closer this time, echoing through the empty woods. The children clung to their parents, their imaginations running wild with terrifying possibilities. Mr. Miller, determined to find out the source of the clapping, decided to respond. He clapped back, mimicking the slow, deliberate rhythm. The unseen entity answered. 3 claps followed by a pause, then 2 more. It was like a conversation, a call and response in the language of claps. Back and forth they went, the firelight casting dancing shadows that amplified their fear. They couldn't understand who or what they were communicating with, but the unseen entity was definitely responding to their presence. With each clap, the tension grew. The children were now visibly terrified, their eyes wide with fear. Even Mr. and Mrs. Miller couldn't shake the feeling that they had stumbled into something mysterious, something ancient and possibly dangerous. What did this unseen entity want? Why was it communicating through claps? And why did it feel like it was getting closer? As the night wore on, the storm finally began to subside, but the mysterious clapping continued, each clap echoing through the woods, each one a hammer blow to their courage. The family decided to stay awake till morning, huddled together, their eyes fixed on the dark woods, listening intently to the rhythm of the claps. As dawn finally broke, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, the clapping ceased. The silence that followed was deafening. The Millers, exhausted but relieved, cautiously emerged from their shelter, their eyes scanning the woods for any sign of their unseen companion. But the woods were empty, the only sound the gentle chirping of birds. The entity was gone, leaving behind more questions than answers. The experience left an indelible mark on the Millers. They had survived the storm, but the memory of the clapping, the unseen presence in the woods, would forever remain a chilling mystery.
Too.